Living in a studio apartment when you're married is difficult because you have no personal space. It's like every time I turn around, my husband's there. I turn around, he's right here. Turn around, he's right there. Like, whoa, weren't you just here? How'd you do that? Every time I turn around, he's there. It reminds me of a song I know called Total Eclipse of the Heart. You guys remember that song? Well, I felt like it was time for a remake, so I wrote some new lyrics. You want to hear it? Okay, I'll do it for you guys. But here's the thing. I need your help. I need you guys to sing all the turnaround parts. Do you know what I mean? All right, let's do a practice round. Okay, because only 7 of you knew what I meant. You guys do all the turnarounds, but nothing else. Practice round. Here we go. Turn around. That was pretty good. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be that good. I don't know if they sat you guys in section by soprano and alto, but that was harmonious. Maybe you guys listened to the song on the way here, I don't know. But it was fresh in your mind. Okay, this is Total Eclipse of the Heart, remake, based on my time living in a studio apartment with my husband. You guys do all the turnarounds, I'll do everything else. Here we go. I'll start. Turn around, every now and then I get some time to myself, and then you ruin it by chewing too loud. Every now and then I reminisce of the times when I could pee without you being around. There you go again, how did you get there so fast? Weren't you just standing right behind me somehow? Oh my God, when will I be back inside a house where I can have more than one room, where you're not near me when I zoom, where I don't have to hear you laugh, that makes me wanna kick your once upon a time I had room to myself, now feels like a tiny motel. There's nothing I can do, I'm totally living in hell. Nashville, thank you so much. I love you. I've been tested for it many times. And the first time I got tested, my friends tried to warn me about it. They were like, yo, it's intense. And it actually wasn't that bad. Probably because they let me do it myself. Yeah, they gave me the Q-tip. And they're like, okay, you want to go all the way in your sinuses? And I was like, okay. Sure. How about I just put it in my nostril and I wiggle it a lot? Can you test boogers? I'll give you some of those. The second time I got COVID tested, the nurse did it, and he went all the way up in there to where, like, my eyelids started closing. I was like, whoa, you're manually closing my eyelid. He's like, it's not that far up there. I was like, nah, bro, you're in my brain. Like, you're giving basic commands at this point. Like, if I punch you, it's not my fault, you did it. He's like, well, I'm sorry. I was like, no, don't apologize. Just while you're up there, do you mind scraping out some of my childhood trauma? That'd be great. Could you imagine if that was a real option? Get your childhood trauma scraped out with a COVID test. You'd catch me at the CVS pharmacy drive-thru like once a week. They're like, can we help you? Hi, I'm here for my COVID test. Also, when I was 8, my mom forgot me at the store. I love hanging out with my sister. We hang out all the time. Although it's been difficult over the past few years because of the pandemic. And I find it funny that everybody experienced it differently depending on what part of the world you live in. Like, I remember when things first started going down in 2020, we were watching the news and it was like, everybody in Italy was dying. Everybody in Spain had to stay in the house. Everybody in Florida was on spring break whole time. Just wildin'. I don't even know if they heard about COVID. Because they were at the club every night like, hey, I'm a savage, yeah. Blashy, blushy, blashy, And I was at home watching the news like, Florida! What are you doing? You're embarrassing us. I remember when things started getting real serious and they were like, all right, nobody can go to work, only essential employees. And first of all, let's give it up for any essential employees that are here tonight. We thank you. We appreciate you. We are grateful for you. Whether you were in the ER or at Trader Joe's. It was a scary time. We didn't know what was happening, and you put that Hawaiian shirt on and you showed up. We appreciate that. It was an emergency. I needed my honey sesame cashews. A lot has changed since COVID. Globally, on a world scale, things have changed. But even individually, in our own lives, we have all experienced change in some way. Like, I know people who have quit their careers, quit the gym, quit their marriage. A lot of divorces in 2020. People were like, whoa, 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 I didn't sign up for all this. Actually, you did, till death do us part. Yeah, but every day, though? We had some changes happen for us as well. Like right in the beginning of the quarantine lockdown, when everybody was losing work, my best friend and her son moved in with us. And then what happened is they're still there. Yeah, we had said we didn't want kids, and then we adopted a single mom. It's a blessing. They move in with us, and now we look like we have our own big love situation happening. Because from the outside looking in, it looks like we have a husband, 2 wives. Like, I imagine when they first moved in, my neighbors were like, oh, that's nice, her sister's moving in for a little while. And now that they're still there, they're probably like, wait, that's her sister or her sister wife? And my friend that moved in, she's beautiful, just a stunning human being. So people would message me and be like, aren't you a little concerned having a beautiful woman around your husband all the time? And I was like, no, not even a little bit. Like, if anything, she got me to step my game up. She did, because like when she moved in, I started doing that one thing, what do they call it? Try? I started trying. I started wearing clothes with zippers and buttons again. Hey, look at me go. I had to step my game up. Not because I was concerned about my husband. I just didn't want the neighbors to think that she was wife number 1. There was this one night, I was home alone by myself. Because that's what home alone means. And I was watching The Night Stalker. Did you guys see that one? The documentary about the serial killer that was in Southern California, like back in the 80s. So I'm home alone watching this show, super creepy. Episode's done, I turn the TV off, and all of a sudden, I hear this on my front window. I said, nope. I ran to my room. I put on every piece of clothing that I own. I said, if he's gonna try to assault me, he's gonna have to work real hard. I don't have no weapons in the house. What's my self-defense weapon? Denim, 3 pair. After a while, nobody came in the house, but I kept hearing the noise. Finally, I go to the window, I move the curtain, I look outside, and it's not a psychopath trying to kill me. It was a mosquito. The size of a bald eagle. Or maybe it was a cicada. I don't know. I never seen a cicada in my life, but everybody kept telling me, oh, it's cicada season. Maybe it was one of those. Maybe it was a mix of both. Maybe it was a mosquito. I don't know. Some Nashville geographic stuff happening. This was the kicker for me, though. There was one night I was driving home, and I'm pulling into my driveway, and what do I see? A snake slithering across. That's where I draw the line right there. That's where I was like, all right, you know what, Nashville? Bless your heart. This is getting ridiculous. I'm not a big fan of wild snakes. Pet snakes, I'm okay with. Like, if there was a snake right here and he came with a cosigner, like he came with a guy that was like, oh yeah, that's my pet. He's cool. I like that snake. That's a good snake. Him? I don't know him. He probably had that snake since he was a baby. He probably just ate a baby. Pet snakes, I'm okay with. Like, you know how sometimes you go to a real touristy area and there'll be that one guy with like 100-pound snake around his neck, and he's just walking around. He's like, yeah, you want to take a picture with my snake? I'm like, I'll do it. He's like, all right, $20. Yeah, I don't need no picture. But the point is, I was down. I was going to do it if it was free. Because free is my love language.